ready, action fans. From relentless assassins to high-stakes heists, brutal mercenaries to unstoppable mercenaries, these are 20 underrated Netflix action thrillers that will push your adrenaline to the limit. Explosions, fights, betrayals. No mercy, no pause, just pure, heart-pounding chaos. Buckle up, it's about to get savage.
You're hoping if you spin the chamber enough times, you're gonna catch a bullet.
At number 20, Extraction.
Clock's running at 16 hours. Proof of life as of 6 hours ago.
Black Ops mercenary is hired to rescue a kidnapped crime lord's son, but the mission turns into a deadly fight through Dhaka, Bangladesh. Facing ambushes, heavily armed gangs, and impossible odds, he must rely on skill and sheer will to survive. Extraction delivers non-stop action, brutal fight sequences, and heart-pounding suspense, keeping you on the edge of your seat from start to finish.
Sometimes I do other things.
Hey! Slow. And put in the hole.
At number 19, Hidden Strike.
I think they're gonna shoot you. Why? Because the first time I see you, I want to shoot you. See?
Two ex-Special Forces soldiers, played by Jackie Chan and John Cena, are tasked with escorting civilians along a deadly highway while facing relentless mercenary ambushes. As danger closes in from every direction, they must rely on skill, courage, and teamwork to survive. With explosive combat, high-stakes action, and intense survival sequences, Hidden Strike keeps you on the edge of your seat from start to finish.
I'm invisible. That's where I'm gonna be. I got heat all over me. I'm not telling you where I am. When are you gonna arrest me? One of you people, please arrest me.
At number 18, Cop Shop.
You're a psychopath. I'm a professional.
You pissed off the wrong people, I'm gonna kill you.
When a cunning con artist targets a small-town police station as a hideout, he winds up caught in a deadly standoff with a relentless hitman who's just as determined to wipe the slate clean. With wounded cops, shifting alliances, and danger lurking at every turn, the station becomes a pressure cooker of violence and tension. Cop Shop delivers relentless action, intense gunplay, and edge-of-your-seat suspense, making it a gritty thrill ride from start to finish.
Now you see the difference? That is a psychopath.
So what's on the agenda today? My eyes are closed.
At number 17, Day Shift.
Vampire hunting is a business. Cut necks and cash your checks. Well, things have changed since you got your ass kicked out the union.
In this action comedy thriller, a hard-working dad hustles as a day shift vampire hunter in California to provide for his daughter. But when a big score pulls him into a dangerous underworld, things quickly spiral out of control. Faced with ruthless enemies, deadly creatures, and a city full of secrets, he must team up with allies old and new to survive. Day Shift delivers fast-paced action, sharp humor, and over-the-top fight scenes, making it a wildly entertaining ride from start to finish.
Why do you know the names to all the specific Twilight films? What? And what's your gripe with Breaking Dawn Part 2? It's the exciting conclusion of the whole Twilight saga.
You look down the barrel. You line up excited. And not until you're ready. You put your finger on the trigger and you shoot.
At number 16, Bushwick.
I need you to help me.
I can't do this.
5 seconds, okay?
1, 2.
A routine move turns into chaos. An Iraq vet and a young punk find themselves trapped in the streets of Bushwick as a sudden and unexplained insurgent attack tears the city apart. With communication down and the world collapsing around them, they must fight to survive against overwhelming odds while navigating war-torn neighborhoods. Bushwick delivers intense, gritty action, suspense-filled gunfights, and a raw, claustrophobic feel that keeps you locked in from start to finish.
We're not gonna make it, are we?
Make it one block at a time.
Dad, can we please get something to eat?
Yeah, look, right up here. You guys run in, grab some snacks, right? In and out. Bring my change back. And some M&Ms.
At number 15, back in action.
When your enemies find out that you're alive, they're gonna come after you and your kids.
Find them.
Hello, Mother.
We've been compromised.
After 15 years living undercover as ordinary parents, former CIA spies Emily and Matt suddenly have their secret identities exposed and are pulled back into the world of international espionage. With their family thrown into danger, the duo must juggle protecting their kids while taking on deadly missions and relentless enemies. Back in Action blends high-stakes spy action, explosive set pieces, and witty chemistry between Jamie Foxx and Cameron Diaz, delivering an entertaining ride from start to finish on Netflix.
We're not boomers, okay? We're Gen X, if anything. Let's go. Let's get out of here.
Reckless mystery man you guys send in when you can't officially send anyone else?
The Gray Man.
At number 14, The Gray Man.
What's your gut?
It's gonna be my funeral you're going to next.
You wanna make an omelet? You gotta kill some people.
Sierra 6, the world's most skilled CIA operative, becomes the target of a global manhunt after uncovering dark agency secrets. Hunted by his former colleague turned enemy, he must outsmart deadly assassins and corrupt forces across multiple continents. The Gray Man delivers explosive action, intense combat, and non-stop suspense, keeping you on the edge of your seat from start to finish.
You must be Lloyd. What gave it away? The trash stash. It leans Lloyd. Easy.
How's it going over there?
You're really ruining my flow right now, you know that.
You got an issue. His movement, man.
At number 13, 6 Underground.
What if I told you, I know what happens when you die? You become a ghost.
In this over-the-top action spectacle from Michael Bay, a group of 6 elite operatives fakes their deaths to form a covert team determined to take down notorious criminals and corrupt leaders the world over. Armed with cutting-edge tech, explosive firepower, and zero official oversight, they embark on globe-spanning missions that blur the line between justice and chaos. 6 Underground delivers non-stop car chases, massive set-piece explosions, and high-octane action from start to finish. A wild ride that's as audacious as it is relentless.
I wasn't sure it would work. I mean, I wasn't sure. I had a suspicion, but this is all so fucking dangerous.
What you got for me? Oh.
At number 12, Havoc.
There are people out there looking for you.
This gritty Netflix action thriller, bruised Detective Walker must fight his way through a corrupt city's criminal underworld after a drug deal goes disastrously wrong and a politician's son is kidnapped. As betrayal, dirty cops, and rival factions close in, Walker races to rescue the boy while unraveling a deep web of conspiracy that threatens to engulf the entire city. Havoc delivers relentless shootouts, brutal combat, and edge-of-your-seat tension, blending intense action with a dark crime saga.
Don't forget, I know what you did.
You have no idea what I did.
Everybody ready?
At number 11, Ice Road.
We have the boy, unconscious.
What are we dealing with here?
Kidnappers in Nepal don't leave witnesses.
Vengeance. A seasoned Ice Road trucker travels to the Himalayas to scatter his late brother's ashes on Mount Everest. But what starts as a personal pilgrimage quickly turns into a fight for survival. When his tour bus and mountain guide encounter a group of ruthless mercenaries on the dangerous road to the sky, he must use all his skill and grit to protect the innocent passengers and local villagers caught in the crossfire.
They're back!
Tell me when.
Let's go.
I can't remember anything.
Your name is Carter.
Carter.
There is a device implanted in your ear. You are the only one who can hear me.
At number 10, Carter.
제가 치료제잖아요. 인간 치료제.
아저씨 꽉 잡아.
After waking up in a locked hospital room with no memory of who he is, a mysterious agent known only as Carter is given one mission: uncover the truth behind a deadly virus outbreak. With masked killers on his trail and time running out, Carter must fight through deadly traps, ruthless enemies, and his own blurred past to complete his mission. Carter delivers non-stop action, high-octane chases, and intense combat, making it a pulsing, edge-of-your-seat thrill ride from start to finish.
Baby, we are gonna start a fire!
At number 9, Headshot.
I don't know what my life was before I met her, and I don't care. She is all I need.
A man wakes up in a hospital with no memory and a bullet wound in his head, only to discover he possesses deadly combat skills. As he pieces together his past, he must confront a violent crime syndicate and protect the people caught in the crossfire. Packed with relentless martial arts action, brutal fight sequences, and high-stakes tension, Headshot delivers nonstop thrills, blending raw power and suspense in every scene. At number 8, Buy Bust. An elite anti-narcotics squad storms a massive slum to take down a notorious drug lord. But the mission spirals out of control, leaving them trapped and surrounded by ruthless gangs. As survival becomes a fight against overwhelming odds, the team battles through intense close-quarters combat, explosive gunfights, and relentless violence. Buy Bust is a high-octane, edge-of-your-seat action thriller that delivers non-stop tension from start to finish. At number 7, Polar.
As you know, we manage the investments of our employees.
In this stylish action thriller based on the Dark Horse graphic novel, Duncan Visla, known as the world's most dangerous assassin, is pushed out of retirement by a contract that puts a target on his back. When his former employers break the rules and attempt to take him out, Duncan unleashes a brutal wave of vengeance with guns, blades, and sheer force of will.
Jesus, Kate, what happened to you?
I missed. I think I was poisoned before the hit.
At number 6, Kate.
Kate, it's gonna be okay.
You won't get any more questions from me after today.
In this high-octane action thriller, Kate is a lethal assassin working for a shadowy handler when a mission in Tokyo goes sideways and she's poisoned with a deadly toxin that gives her less than 24 hours to live. With time ticking, she sets out not just for revenge, but to uncover who betrayed her, while forming an unexpected bond with the daughter of one of her past targets.
What's so funny?
You're all about to die.
There's like 20 of us.
We ain't the predators, we're the prey.
You ready?
Ready.
At number 5, Wrath of Man.
Who is this lunatic?
In this gritty action thriller directed by Guy Ritchie, a mysterious new armored truck guard known only as H joins a cash transport company after a deadly heist. When his calm exterior cracks under pressure, he reveals expert marksmanship and a personal vendetta that drives him to uncover who's behind a string of brutal robberies. Told in multiple acts with shifting timelines, the film blends tight heist tension, explosive gunfights, and a revenge-fueled mystery that keeps you guessing as the truth slowly unfolds.
I do bear a grudge.
What's the biggest difference between the real you and your occupation?
At number 4, Hitman.
I had it down to a science.
Sounds lovely.
Until things got, well, complicated.
Madison.
In this unconventional action comedy crime film, a mild-mannered college professor is recruited by the New Orleans Police Department to pose as a fake hitman to entrap people trying to hire killers. What begins as a clever sting operation quickly spirals into danger and lies when he becomes romantically involved with a woman entangled in a violent situation. As he juggles police expectations, disguises, and a growing attraction, the story blends wit, suspense, and unexpected twists.
No, I don't buy it.
What?
You're not a hitman. You can't be.
I need to report a crime.
And this was cash?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Can you describe suspect?
At number 3, Rebel Ridge.
You do not stand in my station in front of my officers and set terms. You need to be very, very careful.
In this intense action drama, a former Marine rolls into a small Louisiana town with one mission: post bail for his cousin. But everything goes sideways when local cops unlawfully seize his money and drag him into a web of corruption and betrayal. As he fights to expose the brutal force behind the department and reclaim what was stolen, he forms an unlikely alliance with a court clerk while confronting deeply rooted injustice.
So I was thinking, what if we just walk away?
Well, now you're starting to talk.
And I was like, nah.
At number 2, Wheelman.
You don't listen to me, you're gonna get hurt.
A getaway driver is caught in a high-stakes race for survival after a bank robbery goes horribly wrong. When the job is botched, he learns he's been double-crossed and must figure out who betrayed him before time runs out. With a car full of stolen money and his loved ones in danger, he hurdles through the streets using his driving skills and street smarts to outmaneuver enemies, uncover the truth, and protect his family.
Where are you motherfucker?
최근 몇 달간 현지 동향보고 내용이 전부 가짜인 걸로 밝혀졌어요. 특별감찰이 불가피한 상황이에요.
At number 1, Yaksha, Ruthless Operations.
말이 로비스트지 사실은 일본 스파이. 공작 음모로는 아시아 최고지.
A top prosecutor is sent to inspect an elite black ops team led by the cold and ruthless Yaksha. In a city crawling with spies, deception, and deadly rivals, the two men clash but are forced to work together to uncover a conspiracy that could change everything. With high-stakes missions, intense hand-to-hand combat, and explosive shootouts, this spy thriller delivers non-stop action and cunning strategy, keeping you on the edge of your seat from start to finish.
갈 때까지 한번 가보시죠.
不想活了。